Hey guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 on Drumard. A map that was, I guess, re-released very soon. It's supposed to be set in Ireland, I believe. I must say I like it. The rolling hills, the way the road layout is very nice. The downside to this map is square fields. Haven't really done a first look on it. Probably not going to, but a lot of people seem to be into this map from my live streams over the last little while, so I thought, here we go, let's play and see what people think of it, and just to change it up a bit. Unfortunately, you may see some blurring in the video. I'm trying to figure out what's causing it. I have no idea what's going on with the videos of late. GeForce graphics drivers updating, Realism Action updating. Could be a whole number of things contributing to my videos looking like complete poop right now, and honestly, I can't do anything about it right now. I really can't. So it's a case of suck it and see what happens. I'll lower the plough down. I don't think we've got too much left on this. Reason I did put GPS on is so I do keep straight. Hired worker did most of this field, so I thought, why not continue with a straight line. This field we planted sugar beets in, and we harvest them over St. Patrick's Day and on Saturday. So I'm kind of interested to see what people think of this map. I'm definitely trying to change up the channel about how we do different maps. I'm just going full force with a few different maps, not sticking to two. We're going to be doing Drumard, of course Thornton, Sandy Bay will be tomorrow's video, and then we'll see where it takes us for Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday I am bringing back, oh dear, I'm bringing back Forestry Friday, hopefully. Come on now. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to something like that, some forestry again. It's been a while since I've done anything in that line, and for a while there I was getting a map set up to do that on, which is that Curland or something like that. It's a 4x map on the mod hub. Beautiful map. Forestry in it is amazing. Really like that one. So that's the plan for the week. Let me know what you guys think. I'm trying to record this at... Well, I tried a different set, and I don't know if it's going to make a difference where it's not so blurry. It seems like when I'm in the fields, and only in the fields yet. I used Mirrorless to record Euro Truck, Train Sim. Everything was fine. It's Farming Simulator has an issue with, so I don't know. It's so frustrating, and it's getting me so irritated when stuff like this happens. Definitely not putting me in a good mood recently. So I hope you guys' weekend was good. The weekend for me was pretty darn good. The live streams were awesome. Friday with the St. Patrick's Day special was just hilarious. It was fantastic. We had a special tractor in on that, which isn't in this game save anymore. I did decide to take it out as it was just for St. Patrick's Day. A fun little treat, and it was exactly that. So if any of you are wondering what tractor this is, I did a mod review on this one. It is the New Holland TS115. I think it's by Arm Team, if memory serves me correctly. Basically they redid the bonnet, lights, different positions to make it look like a 115. And it's a nice little tractor. I thought I'd put it on this map. We're using the Ford and the old Ford, this tractor, the JCB, and my John Deere 7530 Premium, just for some extra horsepower grunt. No, don't want that line, I want this line here. Thank you. And that's pretty much the tractors, nothing crazy. Some that have got a good amount of power for grain carting, because the hills on this map are brutal. I must say they're most definitely brutal. So what we'll probably do now is we'll switch this off just to jump to a different job and hire a worker. We'll flip over, oh yeah, this come with the map too, to this guy. And probably jump down to that field where we need to cultivate it. Now, I can't remember if I've got three-stage fertilization on. Let's check quickly. One stage, periodic ploughing off, and withering off. Yep. Okay, that's good. This map is the break from seasons map as well. It's just to chill out, relax on. Oh, and we're running the Marston Trail. Very fitting, I believe, for this map. I don't believe Halperaya has completed their task. We may actually have to do the ploughing, which is no biggie. We have got 2 fields over there harvested, but I don't think it's worth the time to even bale the straw. I was going to windrow it into one and whatnot and bale it. I don't think I have a baler on this map. I'll need to buy one. Right now I just don't think there's a point. So we own all of those fields. I think the rest of the fields are ready to seed, so we may get hired worker cultivating this field and jump right into planting with the Great Plains cedar, I believe we have. Oh no, it's the Vadestad. So I think this is actually one of the Coon discs from the DLC, which I have not yet used, so I may do a couple of quick passes on it just to say I've used it, and then we'll move on to some seeding. Now this map, I will say this is very, I don't know if it's available for console, I've got a feeling it could well be, is definitely, get rid of that. It's most definitely hired worker and hired workers, should I say, pronounce it correct. Hired worker and course play and all that good stuff. Works very well with it. Let's put 4-wheel drive on. So you definitely need some horsepower in this map, whether you want to or not. This is only a 4-meter set of discs here, basically, and we're struggling. We are struggling. 3 miles an hour. Well, that's surprising. I don't know if the John Deere with the duals may do any better. These are the wide tyres. Yeah, it's picking back up the speed. That's what I mean, these hills are brutal. So you do need some higher horsepower tractors on this. Very surprising on the hills. I was, yeah, surprised to say the least. Now it seems like the plow did okay coming along here. I can't remember if I did a pass on that or not. But I think this is the only field where we've really owned that's got some big hills in it. The others got some rolling hills into them, but they're fairly flat. And a little forest in there too. Sweet. Didn't notice that. Come on, turn. Thank you. Struggling, that's really surprising. I would not expect that to struggle like this. Not in the slightest. Now, it could be these discs too. I've never used them before. I've no idea how they usually react. So, hired worker on that one. So yeah, here's the windrow that I was going to do, but we don't have any lost my train of thought. Don't have any baler, so, well, we don't have a baler. So there's no sense windrowing if we don't have a baler yet, and it's just such minimal. We got a really, really poor yield from the fields. So I do need to buy the fertilizer sprayer. We will go with the mounted one, for the tractors. And probably a small nursing tank from the universal tanker pack. So take this back to the yard. Kill all of our chickens. There's one thing that really irritates me with all of the chickens there. The fact that you got no option other than to run the things over. Now it's the yard layout I really like on this map. They are nice yard layouts. It doesn't feel Irish though with the fields. I will say that. I've never been to Ireland, so I can't speak for it. If you guys are from Ireland, I know I've got a lot of Irish subscribers, so shout out to you guys. Any of my Irish subs there? Let me know what it's kind of like out there. I know the fields aren't like this. I will go as far as saying that. I'll be very shocked if you guys say, yeah, they are. The map, I wouldn't say the map is. I think the yards are based on a beef farm from what I remember seeing from the description. But there's no way on earth the fields are actually realistic. I wouldn't have thought. I could be wrong. I could be eating my words. But I'll let you guys tell me that. Back this on up. Hook that up. I don't think we got any seed. No, we don't. We may end up going bankrupt. Oh, hey. Now, I remember seeing a question in the live stream. Do you need the pallets? Well, I will find out in a minute, I guess. Because I have no darn idea. Got a feeling you don't. I think it's in here. It seems like a lot of the triggers are in here. Let's just get into the right spot. So you got the fuel trigger, water trigger, fertilizer trigger, probably seed trigger. All in this little space. Actually, I just noticed. There it is. There's the seed right here. So we'll fill this up. What are we going to put in? Let's put in some barley. Why am I putting in barley? Well, why not? I think it has a better sell price than the wheat, so we'll check it out in a minute. This game's pretty much... Like I said, it's not running seasons. I need a map that takes a break from seasons. Yeah, it is... Whoa! Wheat is definitely better. And we do actually have a good amount of wheat, so we may go sell some of that. Although I'm saying that barley's up too. Not by much. Well, we'll stick with barley. I said I was going to do barley. All things being equal, I could be able to just reverse out of here nicely. Shut the... that. And head back over to the small fields. These won't take long to seed. This thing cultivates at the same time, so I'm not too worried about that. This map I'm going to play very arcadey. I don't care for the realism on this map per se. I will still play how I enjoy playing, which is realistic to a degree. But you're not going to see me coming around here with articulated tractors, stuff like that. You see the borders on the fields. Basically, that is not high worker. That would be the missions. So I think every field does have a mission. I haven't checked. I'm not going to check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case on this one. Alright, I'll get that somewhat lined up. Couple of tries to get it spot on. Yes, I'm going to be using GPS. One of my favourite mods. And away we go. And of course, because we have the John Deere Green Star noises, it sounds even better. So I think the cultivation's going nicely still. Seems like it is. That's probably going to take a little bit of time. So I do want to say tomorrow it is Mr. Simulate's birthday. Tomorrow being Tuesday. So if you haven't already, go over there to his channel and wish him a good happy birthday. I believe we will be doing a birthday live stream with Sim. It's either going to be a multiplayer, private multiplayer. Myself, Rainbow Dave, possibly Silver, Chris the Irish Gamer and whoever else decides to come in, which has been cleared by Sim. Maybe a multiplayer, like I say, we don't know yet. It's down to his internet. It's not looking promising from what he was just saying. I was in TeamSpeak with him just before getting off of there to go record. But time will tell, and it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. Be a laugh. The game does seem to handle the hills way different than it ever used to. It must be said. Seems to struggle a lot more. So I'm definitely glad I got some bigger horsepower tractors. Definitely recommend at least one big horsepower tractor. When I say big, probably 200 horse at least. You guys may be thinking, well, I just want to use 150 horsepower and whatnot. Well, if you pull up your game console and actually do the command to see what amount of horsepower tractors are pushing, typically, most of the stuff, I can't speak for the in-game stuff, but most mods are pushing more horsepower than they're actually set in the store. One good example is the Axeron, I believe it is, the big class I've got on Sandy Bay. The 500 store horsepower, so what the store says it has, isn't correct. It is actually pushing 650 to 660 horsepower, what the game is actually using and putting down to the wheels. This thing I think is very much the same. It's probably about 250, maybe even 300 horsepower is actually putting down. So it's something to, you may think you're using 150 to, I think this is supposed to be 207 horsepower. It's typically not. In-game tractors I don't know. Someone was saying about making these two fields into one. It's tempting, but I don't think cosplay will see it correctly and it will freak out. So I probably won't. They're a little off a bit as well. It may rescanning turn it into one, I don't know. I don't know how cosplay would work like that, so I think for the time being we'll just keep them as they are. Gives us the opportunity to do two different crops if we want to as well. And I'm not doing any headlands today on this, as there's a lot of room. A heck of a lot of room to just spin around. They're being very squarish fields, yeah. Definitely not Irish to me. But the rolling hills and stuff like that, I don't know. Yeah, it's, the way the hills roll, I love this in a map. I really do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the train simulator mechanic, or train mechanic simulator should I say. Sunday I put my first look video out on that. I think that will be a game that goes down to the list of a weekend game. Weekends I have now started to put videos out. Before I was firmly against it, but times have changed and I have to. Part of doing YouTube and part of being in the business that this is for me, I have to do it. So we are now using those 2 days for extra games. Farming Simulator, never Farm Sim, but Euro Truck, ATS, Car Mechanic is one, the Mechanic Games, Train Mechanic, Car Mechanic, also the Hunter, stuff like that. I've seen, and I get quite often, especially on the live streams, people asking about My Summer Car. And I'll bring it up again. My Summer Car to me isn't family friendly. I've played the game, I enjoy the game. But there are several aspects in that game that are not family friendly at all. The swearing is one of them. Although it's in a different language, it's still swearing. If you go into the sauna, the temperature gauge, not exactly family friendly. And other stuff in the game is just, I don't know. Yeah, you could do a lot of editing and get rid of all of that, I guess, but nah, I think I'll stick to keeping it family friendly. If I ever create another channel, which I'm toying with the idea of doing someday, whatever that channel will be, it may not be family friendly, it may never be family friendly, it may just be me and I'll switch off the filter that's PG, basically. Which, I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I want to do it, but at the same time it's double the workload. Which do I really want to do and worry about? Probably not so much. I don't know when it comes down to that type of stuff. And of course, if I do a second channel and it's not family friendly, I won't be promoting it. It will be like, can I create another YouTube channel from ground zero? I kind of want to, tell you the truth. So, I don't know. That's an idea I've been out in my brain box for a little while, if you want. So we'll finish up this field and check out how the cultivation is doing in the ploughing. Of course, those fields there can be seeded too, which probably will be soybeans. I'll throw in them, and because they're all the same length, I'm just going to put a GPS track on and just keep on going all the way through them, I think. See, those fields, if I'm going to turn fields into fields, well, combine them, it's going to be those, because they should have been anyway, I think, personally. And just look at the way they're done like that. May test that and talk to the guys when I've done this video when I get back on TeamSpeak about that. Of course, there will be a mod review too, I do want to say that, maybe today as well, on the John Deere by Tech Mod in V2. Oh my goodness, it's got a lot of features. I like that thing a lot. Hell of a lot. It's a nice piece of kit. And that is a tractor that is definitely got its place firmly on Thornton Farm for me. It's a bit too big to use on here. It is an 8R John Deere. And well, Thornton was lacking a John Deere. So a bit of variation, we put that on there. Alrighty, here's the end of that pass. It didn't take us too long at all. It's a nice thing about doing fields like that is they don't take too long. We'll switch off of that. Like I say, we'll get a hired worker on this and go check out the tractor with the plough we'll need to bring back. Now, I'm not sure if I will do any animal work on this map. I may just leave it be. And Thornton will be the map I do that on, and Sandy Bay here and there when I come back to it. Sandy Bay is definitely not going to be a big feature on the map, on the channel now, I don't think. Nothing against it, but Thornton is my first love when it comes to maps. Gotta be honest. We don't have four-wheel drive and we'll switch that on. Okay, so how is the JCB doing? It's getting there slowly. So, we will drive this back. I won't bore you guys with that. And I guess I'm going to need to pause the video anyway, because the toilet's about to flush downstairs. So, we should be back when we're at the yard. Alright, we made it back to the yard. Had to pause for some time, as the toilet flushed not once, but twice downstairs. Irritating, but something that can't be helped. So we'll head back to the fields. Well, not the field we come from, though. We're going to head up across the yard, and across the road here, straight up into that field, and get spreading there. Cost of fertilizer was $6 grand. Ouch. Expensive. We get turning that way. Back up quick. Now we're good to go. Almost. Fence post. Oh dear. And what we'll do is we'll get lined up. I will use GPS on this. Money's tight. So I don't want to waste too much fertilizer on that one. That line actually ain't bad at all. So we'll put this down. It won't take, what, 3 passes on the field and we'll be done. Now, because that's motoring quite along, that's going to be a lot of way, so I won't do what I was going to do. I was tempted just to run right across, but I won't. Now look how much it's going across into the field on hired worker. It's not staying in the boundary, that's for sure. So hopefully I know, with hired worker possibly doing some stuff for fertilization that may destroy the crop. So we will have to look at machines that have got row crops. I think this probably does, so this may end up being our fertilizer tractor. Once we've got crop growth coming through, we'll may get a weeder, I don't know. Depends how much money we make from selling our grain. We'll probably go ahead and do that in a minute. And of course we got that little overlap there. That isn't a little overlap, that's a major overlap. Yeah, if our field was widened so it was the same width, we really would be laughing with that one. Just to go straight across while fertilizing. That's what I've got to do with those three. They're all in line until I'll figure out confirmation if I can plough them over and course play won't act funky on it. Right, so we probably want to be about here for the new lineup, I think. Yeah, a little over. Get our wheels kind of where the green line is now. That's better. That's right on the edge. That's perfect. And get spreading again. Oh, I need to get a thumbnail too. Forgot about that. And zoom in a bit. Print screen. Boom. There we go. The Hopper D and the John Deere has finished its task. Awesome. And do this last pass, and I think that will wrap up the video. After we get that tiny little bit it's missing. Shimmer field's not slightly smaller. I say that when I want it wider. Go figure. Alright, I'll just roll down here. Switch off the GPS, no need for that now. Now I don't know how many times a week we'll be doing all of these maps. Thornton, I want to definitely do have a prominent place on the channel. So there may be a couple of other maps in the mix. So like this. At various different times during the week. So I will say this, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And we'll be back tomorrow for Thornton Farm, I think is what I said earlier. If I got it wrong, I apologise. Till next time, catch you guys later. See ya.